So here we are at the close of August. We lower the flag of Our Lady's Immaculate Heart, that beautiful heart, not at all blemished or blunted or stunted by sin, a heart capable of a love beyond our noblest imaginations. And because Our Lady lived the gifts given to her by God to their fullest capacity, holding nothing back, hers is a heart that loved, still loved in a single moment, more than that of all the angels and saints combined. And here at the start of September, we hoist up the flagpole her Immaculate Heart again, except this time pierced with 7 swords, the price and the proof of love ever since sin entered the good work of God's creation. This morning I stood at the side of the hospital bed of a young man of 22, a recent convert with only days or even hours yet to live. His organs were being shut down by a very rare cancer. Under very labored breathing, he was fully aware of receiving everything that Holy Mother of the Church has to offer to a dying soul. That hospital bed was his altar. It was the cross God, in his goodness, had fixed him to. It was his cross, but he wasn't suffering it alone. He was surrounded closely by family and at a distance by the prayers and the heavy hearts of so many dear friends. And at the foot of his bed stood his mother, giving him courage and strength and suffering in her heart as only a mother can. So much of what her son, in the prime of his life, was suffering on those hospital bed sheets. It was an image as powerful as Michelangelo's Pieta. Our Lady's 7 sorrows were not because her death had been foretold by Simeon, or because she had to flee for her life into Egypt. It wasn't because she would be lost in a temple or crucified. The sufferings asked of her as a mother and as the mother of God would be something greater. These things would happen to her son. She would have to hold his tortured, lifeless body and see to his burial. She would have to meet him on the way of the cross and encourage him to die. It was our Lord's passion, but it was her compassion. And by it, he would become the Redeemer, and Our Lady would become the co-redemptrix. And all of this because their wills were one, united as one heart in their love of the Father and their love of souls. There, at the foot of her son's cross, where sanctifying grace was bought back again for a fallen mankind, Our Lady became the mother of that grace, the Mater Gratiae. There on Calvary, and through the pains of her 7 sorrows, she became our mother, and carried in our Lord's path, as he did, not only his own cross, but those of all her children. Take the love and take the compassion of all the mothers for their children, and as great as it is but a drop in comparison to the love and the compassion of our Blessed Mother for each and every one of our souls. And these 7 swords which we honor this month, these 7 swords which pierce her heart, are the proof and the symbol of that. And may they be for us a reminder to show ourselves to be her children.